recording now. Just let me go full screen, buddy. You got it, Kyle McGregor.
Right. All right. Well, welcome everybody. We're very excited to have everybody here today on this fine Sunday evening. We show up here every Sunday for a reason, because it's about following systems and being able to get plugged in to know how to run your business efficiently and effectively. And my mentor always taught me, you can learn from two different ways, from your own mistakes, other people's mistakes. And we've gone through the gamut. We've done all of these things for years and years and realized what works and what doesn't work. And really it's about plugging into a system, simple and easy to duplicate. So we're going to run through a few slides, get started here. My name is Kyle McGregor, and thank you so much for showing up and being here. We're going to go through, before we hit all the major content, we're going to go through a couple of quick little updates, pretty much, what's happening in the company here with Euphoria. So swap for a cause. This is big. We're looking at impacting people's lives, shifting the way they look at not just nutrition, but also helping people that are going through their own experience in with drug-related aspects of things, right? To take them away from the toxicity and bring them into health. So swap for a cause. Amazing what we have here in front of us. Next slide. All right, a holiday bonus. We have this thing all dialed in. You have the opportunity to get your residual doubled. If in October, you'll be able to go through the details in the back office. Go to resources, euphoriascience.com/resources, and you'll be able to get the download here and everything you need to do to be able to get that and achieve that. Again, 10-pack and all, just a couple of simple requirements that you can actually achieve this month. And that would be awesome to see that double residual coming the following month. All right, CEO. How would you like to have our CEO here at Euphoria actually do a presentation for you? And I'll do is invite people, let him share that vision. You can book that today. Go to bit.ly/bookron. And you'll be able to have him be able to do an online event and or potentially a live event, depending on how many people you're able to get to the table. That being said, going to the next slide. Again, it's about building from event to event. We have a phenomenal event that Ron Williams will be flying into in Detroit, Michigan, that Lori and Tom Court have put on. Amazing guest speaker, Mr. Luke Hessler, is going to be there as well. And I'm actually flying in personally to be there to build support the team, the organization. And again, this is about building and creating synergy and unity within the teams. Next slide. All right, I love this. Tina and Kelly, we know that what you focus on most of the time is what you'll start seeing and receiving in your life. And so they want to make sure that they are helping people set themselves up for success. So every morning at 9 o'clock Pacific time, Monday through Friday, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, you can do a 15-minute breakdown and get people excited, motivated, give you knowledge and insight what you need to do to help your business grow. Next slide. And that's going to be starting tomorrow evening. New rapid funnel launch. This is boom. We're at this point where we had an amazing run here this last month, or actually 2 months. And on the 10th, this will be ending on this Thursday, and we'll be actually reviewing the winners. We'll be announcing who those are. We'll edify those and put those into play by next Sunday. So make sure you attend to that and see who won that last round, and then what's coming in the next few weeks. Again, this is just about exposures and about utilizing the tools and resources so you can get people seeing the information for what it is. And the most phenomenal tool you'll be able to see how people can benefit from just sharing it through this app. Next slide. All right. We have two massive influencers in business that we're going to be hearing from this evening. Sherry Bonet. Her background is phenomenal. She actually comes from the military background, but an entrepreneur heart, knows how to support and help people, and one of the fastest growing teams in the entire organization. We're super blessed to have her a part of what we're going to be doing here today. I'll be turning it over for a second, but I also want to edify Mr. Micah and Misty Giadio. Guys, this gentleman has a heart of gold. Not only has he been successful in traditional business, but now he's come to the realization that network marketing has the ability to not just impact his life, but also millions of people as he grows his business. And so that being said, we're so excited to have both of these people come on with us today and break down the bare fundamentals here with you for you.
All right. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kyle. It's always a pleasure to help you guys out with these trainings. I really appreciate the honor to do that. So what I'm going to do, guys, so we can just go ahead and start this screen share. We're going to go microphone on and start broadcast. I've had a lot of you ask me, what is it that I do as far as my phone? What is it that you're doing on your phone to set up your business? So I'm going to just go through this briefly with you. I'm going to go through the apps that I've downloaded. What you're looking at on my phone is my business right here. If I want to see anything else, I just move over this way, right? So on the cell phone, have it right there in the front, right there on the home page, everything you need to run your business. So we're going to go over a couple apps, and then I'm going to take you through some features in the back office. We're going to go over some social media, and then I'm going to turn it over to our awesome Micah. So let's get started. So what you're looking at here is you're looking at the very top on the left-hand side. This is everything that I do on a daily basis. Right there on the left-hand side, I have my messenger from Facebook. I have my Facebook app downloaded on my phone. I have the awesome Rapid Funnel that has been an instrumental tool in building my business. And then I have the main Euphoria app, which is an awesome tool as well. This is where you can actually go in and get all of Eric Worre's training and watch all of those videos straight from the app. Really cool. Another thing that has really helped me with my business is the notes. If you have an iPhone, then you automatically have this on. And, you know, this is where I go and I will record any kind of, like when somebody asks me what the cost is, I already have a copy and paste message I'm going to send them, you know, so I record anything that's going to help me with my business on my notes. Then you want to make sure that you have the Zoom app downloaded on your phone. A lot of you were saying, well, I don't know how to use the Zoom app. Well, no better time to learn than just download it on your phone and then start playing with it, right? So then the next thing I have is Instagram. I don't use Instagram myself, but because I said, you know what, I'm going to do this training, I'm going to make sure everybody has this so that you know you can go into Instagram and you can use Instagram as well. If you have Yahoo Mail, there's actually a Yahoo Mail app. And then YouTube, you want to make sure that you have the YouTube app downloaded. Euphoria Science has their own YouTube channel. A lot of leaders have their own YouTube channel. Download it on your phone, guys. Then you have Twitter, you know, so if you want to go follow Euphoria Science, you have the Twitter app. And then if you want to have your Gmail right there on your phone, download the Gmail app. And UPS. If you download the UPS app, you're easily going to be able to know exactly when all of your packages come in. You can track every single package if you have the UPS app downloaded. So this right here is my business. I'm going to click on the Google Chrome, and this is the web browser that I use. All right. And then what I'm going to show you guys real quick, let me get rid of some of these. If you ever want to, here we go, Euphoria Tree. Okay. All of these are all the windows that I have currently open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the plus sign at the bottom, and all you do is just type in Euphoria Science, and we're going to go over to the main website, euphoriascience.com, click go. So now what I'm going to do is what happened? Euphoria Science.com, go. We're going to take you through the back office real quick. All right, I'm going to click on login. How am I doing on time, Kyle?
You're great. You're fine.
Okay. All right, if you click the remember me, you don't have to go through this anymore. It'll automatically log you in. All right, so the very first thing that you want to do whenever you join your business, and this is usually something that you will do whenever you actually set up your account, but if you don't do it at the time that you set up your account, you definitely want to go in here and do it later. You see these 4 lines in the upper right-hand corner? On any app, if you see 4 lines in either the left-hand corner or the right-hand corner, that's another menu. So you want to click on it. Don't be afraid to click on things, okay? This is how I actually learned my back office. I just went in here and I started opening tabs and clicking things, and that's how I learned it. So the very first thing you want to click is your name and that arrow down. Excuse me. You want to click settings. Okay, this is where your profile is. This is where your about is and your notifications. When you click notifications, you want to make sure all of these are check marked. Why all of them, Sherry? Because you might not receive a text in time, or you might not receive an email in time. But you know what? If you have it on your web, then you have it right there on your home page. So make sure that you just have all of those check marked. The next thing that you want to do is you want to go to Referral Code. This is something that should be set up as soon as you know, it's part of your, you know, getting started with your account. But if you don't do it, then you click edit, come in here, and it's going to have some numbers and letters, and that's going to be your referral code until you actually change it, right? So you want to backspace on the numbers and letters, put your referral code on there, and click save changes. So that's step number 1, all right? The next menu I'm going to go to is this little house. This is your home button. And on the phone, it's so easy because everything is just straight, you know, it's just straight vertical. So we're just going to go straight down the list here. My auto ship. This is your most important tab right here on your home page. Everybody asks me, where do I go to change my auto ship? Right there on your home page under auto ship. You can cancel, you can edit payment, you can reschedule your next run date. Guys, here's the most important thing. If I can tell you one thing, don't let your auto ship expire. If you need to push your date out, then you can go in here and you can push it out. But if you let it expire, well, then the only way to set it back up again is to make a new order. They're working on getting it to where they're going to be able to, you know, set it up for a future date, but currently you can't do that. So if it expires and it, you know, a credit card declines or whatever, it's going to cancel and you're going to have to set up a new one. So this is where you do that, all right? Underneath that, you got your you've got your customer replicated site and your Euphoria affiliate site. You've also got access marketing resources. You got a link to the resources right here. You can follow us on Facebook. You scroll a little bit down right here. This is where I was saying that if you don't get the text or you don't get the email, this is your activity center. Any messages that you get are going to be right here under activity. All right, so the next thing we want to do is I want to go over to the star. And the star is where your money is. So I'm going to show you guys a couple things on here. All right, open that up. Okay, so if you don't have, if your auto ship hasn't run, then we're not showing qualified, right? How do I know what's going on with my organization if I'm not showing qualified because my own auto ship hasn't run? You see this little drop down thing right here? Just change that to whatever your rank was last month, and you'll have everything fully right there for you. So if I just put my finger on that, it's going to tell me what my enrollment organizational volume is. If I scroll down, then I have the alternate qualifiers. And all I got to do is put my finger on it, and it brings up all that information, right? So come down here. Now, everybody loves this. This is the first start. If you have money that's coming into you, then it's going to show you what day, how many days is left before you get that. First start bonuses. If you click on these little arrows, it's going to open up more information for you. For the essence of time, I'm not going to go through all of that, but I do want to show you this right here. This is the customer referral program. If you click on the little down arrow, it's going to show you what your qualifications are toward getting your free product. So if you have 1, it's going to be green. You have 2, it's going to be green. So currently I have 3 personally enrolled customers. Now, if I want to know who those people are, all I got to do, again, don't hesitate to click on everything clickable. This is how I learned the back office when I got in here. Just click on it and it tells you exactly who your qualifiers are. All right, so for the essence of time, that's what I'm going to go through for the rewards tab. Now, if you click on pending and history, then you can come in here and you can select your commissions. Now, I'm not going to show this for privacy's sake, but I will tell you, if you go in here and you start looking at these, it breaks it down to the freaking penny. I mean, you're going to know exactly where all your money's coming from. So this is where you can actually see that pending in history. All right, next thing I'm going to show you is your profile. Okay, so profile, manage profiles. This is where your reoccurring orders are going to be. If you move your finger over, you see the rest of it, and you can actually edit or cancel those reoccurring orders right here. You scroll down, you got your addresses, then you got your cards, and you can have as many cards as you like. All right, so that's your manage profile. If you click on order history, this is going to bring up all of your orders. You move your finger over, there's that tracking number. If you have the UPS tracking app downloaded on your phone, then you'll just be able to punch that in there. You're going to know exactly when you're going to get your product, and it'll give you notifications by text message as well. All right, so the next thing I want to show you real quick is my team. Okay, what you want to make sure you do as your organization grows is change that enrollment tree personal to enrollment tree team. It's going to give you everything. As you're looking at your people here, you can see at a glance who hasn't changed their referrer code. Well, if I put my finger over that, I know they're a customer, and I know they're an active customer. So, you know, they really don't, it's up to you. It's up to them if they want to do it. It's up to you if you want to tell them. But if they're a Ütritionist, then they should have, you know, a referrer code on there. All right, so I wanted to show you that, and then also click on Insights, and these are some reports that you can run. If you click on Order History right here, it brings you up the report for everything that's actually happened in the past. If you want to see what's going to happen next, then you click on, excuse me, then you go to Teams. Come on now. Come on. There we go. Team status. And you have these different reports that you can use. It's not coming up. You have these different reports that you can use to find out what's going on with your auto ship. You can use the filter and the sort to do that. All right, so let me go ahead and go to the last thing I wanted to show you. This is where the money is, the money, money, money. So if you don't have a commission, you're not going to see this tab until you actually have a commission. I get a lot of people saying, where's my commission? Why don't I see my wallet tab? If you don't have a commission, that's why. But if you do, then it's going to be showing in here, and you have these settings right here where you can actually, you know, have them automatically transferred over, or you can transfer everything, you know, manually. I do all of mine manually. But let me show you this real quick, and then we're going to go to social media. All right, so what I did is I went into my folder for Euphoria, and I typed in e-wallet support, and it brought me all the emails from e-wallet support. I registered my e-wallet on the 7th of December, and then it shows you each one of the emails that you get once you start going through the process. So you have to send in verification documents, and it'll tell you when they're done. E-wallet verification complete. Then if you want to set it up toward going to your bank account, then it'll give you instructions for that, your e-wallet bank account, bank notifications, recurring bank transfer. So all of these are emails that you're going to get, okay? But in your back office, it's going to tell you, you've got a commission, follow these instructions to set up your iPayout account. You follow those instructions, and then you're going to end up getting all of these emails as you go through that process. All right, so where are we at here? Social media. Okay, so for social media, easiest thing in the world to do to set up your social media, first off, Euphoria fan page is a page. There's a big difference between a page and a group. A page is something that you like. A group is something that you join. So if you come up here where this little arrow, this little magnifying glass is, and you search for Euphoria Science, it's going to take you straight to the page where you can like it. See how it says liked? And then you've got these tabs going across right here. You want to see all the videos, you've got the videos tab. You got to come down here, all the upcoming events are right here under this tab right here. So you've got all these different things that you can do on this page. all the photos, all the videos, all the groups by this page. So this is a page that you definitely want to like. The next one that you want to like, and you got to be kidding me.
I can help you out, Sherry girl.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I can help you out. No worries. I can do it.
All right, go for it. Shoot.
Let's see here. 1 second. So yeah, just to recap all the corporate fundamentals. We went through all that. And in social media, once you like the corporate Facebook page, and jump in, Sherry girl, if there's something I missed. There's a Join Experiencing Euphoria. This is a great testimonial group that if you haven't heard of ATM, the best way to add, tag, and message is to go over here and search the ailment or concern or health concern, and then you'll find several results that mention that type of concern, and go ahead and tag that person and have them join this group. It's great for them to see other testimonials of other people that are experiencing, euphoria. So Euphoria Rising Stars is all of the announcements of, movers and shakers in the industry. So if you're a nutritionist, you definitely want to be on that and see what's going on in the company. And then, of course, it's just a great idea. If you're on Twitter, follow Euphoria Science on Twitter. Follow them on YouTube. I follow as many leaders as I can on YouTube, and I try to get as much information as I can to learn. So make sure you follow YouTube, Euphoria Science on YouTube as well. And, of course, we all have our own, and some teams have their own groups that you need to join. But Team Empire is a global group for customers and nutritionists to join. And then there's Team Empire Builders, which is for nutritionists and people that want to grow their business. So know that there's 2 Team Empire groups, as well as other leaders creating their groups every day. You may be a member of 4 or 5. So make sure you know and get with your sponsor about which groups to join in addition to the testimonials group. Go ahead. Did I cover that?
Can I show just one thing? Can I show
Sure.
just one thing?
You may drop the screen.
Show this real quick, yeah, because this is very important for you guys that are on the phone.
All right, it's all you.
All right, screen share real quick. Microphone on, start broadcast. Okay. Sorry about the interruption. I do want to show you guys this shortcut. A lot of people don't know about this shortcut. All right, you see this little thing down at the bottom? It looks kind of look like a bear print. That's your groups. If you click on that, you see your groups. Now, if you click on your groups, you can come in here and you can set up the things that you would visit on a regular basis by just simply going through your groups. I'll unpin this and just show you with the Experiencing Euphoria group just real quick. So I'm going to click on these 3 dots in the upper right hand corner and I'm going to unpin it. Okay, now it's not in my pinned groups anymore. I'm going to go back to your groups, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to find Experiencing Euphoria, click on the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner and pin it. If you guys will do this with all of your groups, then all you need to do is just click on your groups and you have all your groups right here in one shortcut list. All right, back to you, my friend. Did I stop the broadcast?
Hey, Micah, we can't hear you, brother.
Hi, Sherry girl. Thank you. Yeah, I got it.
You
Thank
bet.
you. Appreciate it. That's a great tip. I really appreciate that. I have too many groups, and I did not know that to organize it. So I'm definitely going to pin some groups right after this call. So we talked about social media, and of course, there's plenty of different ways to get engaged there with the groups. And let's talk about events and webinars like the one you're on right now. Get on as many events and webinars as you can. First of all, duplication, learning. I get on as many as I can, and it doesn't matter what you do. I see Sean Zimmer, he's eating dinner sometimes watching something. So I like to do my 1,000 crunches at night while I'm watching a call. So it's not taking a lot of time. You can put it in your pocket and listen to it. You don't always have to see to absorb it. So invite anyone you can. There's several ways. We'll talk about tools in a second to invite people and tag them and share with them the events, text them, email them, and don't just send it to them. actually get a response. Say, can I count on you to be on there tonight? You know, to close the deal. Like, make sure they're there. Just don't push it and hit it people with, you know, use their first name when you send the invite. But this education, I'll speed up. I could go on about this. We have some text alerts that are free. Text Empire to 85775. We've got something going on every night of the week almost, and you can check the boxes what nights work best for you. So maybe you can only get on the Wednesday nights or Thursday nights or Tuesday nights. Check the box. You only get the text message for Tuesday night. Calendar reminders. I don't know if you use these. I use Google Calendar. I actually tag people and share the event with them. I put it in Google Calendar. So there's one way that it pops up on their calendar whether they are invited or not. So set alarms. I'm always setting alarms because I'm like a squirrel. And so that's on there. And of course, follow up before. Invite them the day before, follow up the day of, follow up right before. And here's all of what we offer as a team. Now, tools. What is a system? Have you ever heard the definition of a system? It's guaranteed to work every time you use it and follow the directions, right? So we have tools that are guaranteed to work if you follow the system. And that's what we're trying to do as a team, bring everyone together. Kyle mentioned the new Rapid Funnel app. We found some things that videos, there's actually a 90-second video that's actually converting the most sales. And we're now going to lead with that video. So there's things that, because we're coming together as a team, that we learn and can build off of each other. Of course, the Euphoria app was already mentioned. That's a great way. They have push alerts. So that's a great way to keep in touch with corporate things and things that are happening in your business, as well as invite people as well. The iDecide, I won't spend a lot of time on this, but I actually sent the iDecide to a person, and without talking to me, they signed up right through iDecide. It was a very scientific person. She is a CRNA in anesthesiology, and she signed up right through the iDecide. Printed materials. If you don't have business cards, let me tell you. I mean, every time I'm trying to hand out as many Euphoria cards as I possibly can, and I have brochures. That's something that when they forget about just meeting you, in the airport and they're at home, they're going to find that card. They might put it on their desk. It might sit there for 2 or 3 months and you get a call. That happens all the time. I've been in the print business over 20 years. So I know I'm more of a digital guy, but I started out in print and it works. So make sure if you don't have your business cards, that's a fundamental. You need to get that. They don't cost much, $10 for like 500. So come on, that's an important investment. We talked about the synergy is up between the team. This is the Rapid Funnel. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to highlight in on it in the pointers. But just in the month of September, we hit 848. I can barely see it. Unique exposures. Viewed the resource, 2,000. Look at that up from May, June, July. Look, it's almost 10 times what it was. That means that's going to translate into more business for all of you. If your curve is going like this in your personal Rapid Funnel, what do you think your sales are doing? They're following that curve right with that. So the other thing over here is monthly contacts opted in. Look at how many contacts we've added, just close to 4,000 right in September. And look, October is trending upward the same way. So definitely wanted to get that in. And now I'm going to turn it over to Kyle to talk about the last two, prospecting and compensation. Let me unmute you, brother. Sorry.
All right. Can you hear me okay? Awesome.
Yes.
Guys, what you're hearing here from both Sherry Girl and Micah are super important. It's about knowing your business. It's about knowing, inspecting what you want to expect. So this is a way that you can actually help facilitate knowing what your business looks like, what it feels like, how you can improve it. You can see all the details in the back office, how to share it efficiently online and offline. This is a beautiful thing, and it's about systems, because systems can duplicate, but people can't. So you want to create the platform, create the system, teach people how to utilize the simplistic nature of a system, and we all win together. And that's what creates unification within an organization, because we're all stepping on the same path and we're all speaking the same language. That being said, I'm going to cover 1 or 2 things real quick and we'll wrap things up. I just want to thank so much Micah and Sherry Girl for being on here, sharing their knowledge, willingness to do so. We're going to talk quickly about the exposure process, because this is something I think over and over we need to hear about and do it and then apply it. You have learn knowledge and then activity knowledge, right? So you learn it, then you go apply it. Then you come back and plan, do a review, so on and so forth. That's how you get good. And after 18 years, I'm finally getting to a point where I'm okay, right? But again, it's just about spaced repetition is the mother of all learning. So the more you do it, the better you get. So as simplistically here, talking about the approach, just find a simple way to share the information, pique their interest, get them excited about seeing the information for what it is so they can actually make an informed decision or a conversation if they're talking to someone else. So your approach. One of the approaches people talk about, hey, look, we just launched a biotech company I partner with. We'd really love to get your thoughts on it. So I'm super excited, and you have great knowledge about business. I would love to get your opinion. If I sent you a 90-second video, will you be open to taking a look? Now that's a verbal communication, of course, but we have different text messages and ideas also in a rapid funnel that you can use simplistically, even sending a text. Now at that point, you send them the video through a rapid funnel. Have them watch the information. Once they've done that, then you text them or give them a call to follow up. Once they've seen the information and they're ready to hear more, they'll maybe start asking questions. That's when you don't do that, right? The best thing you could probably say is just, I don't know. I'm new. I'm excited about it, but I know somebody that has all the facts. They're super fun to work with and down to earth, but is wildly successful. Let me see if I can get him or her on the phone with you. Edify your third party, get them on the phone, let them make a connection and to validate the information they took a look at. After that, then you want to get them to the next step. Again, this is about walking them down a path of discovery. The average person needs 5 to 7 exposures to make a decision. So again, having that video, having that three-way call, then maybe get them to a live event, maybe a Zoom call, or maybe you invite them directly to a Zoom call. Guys, there's no real cookie cutter. The key is to pique their interest, to get them to the information so they can see it for what it is. After that live event or a series of exposures, then you get them trained. And then you just repeatedly do this same cycle over and over. And so master the mundane. Keep very simple. The main thing you really want to get super good at is becoming a professional inviter and a master promoter. So learn how to pique people's interest, get them excited about seeing it, and then send them the information, and then fortune is in the follow-up. So that's just a little 2, 3, 5 minute little tidbit there. Compensation, I'm not going to go into major detail. We're super fortunate. We just had 2 new videos just released here with Euphoria, and they're simple. They're easy to understand. The complexity is not hard. Really just breaks down the 9 ways we get paid, and the fact that we can get paid every single day is a big, big thing. So again, we're going to go through different trainings on different aspects of how this business works and functions. That's why it's very important you just stay plugged in and stay consistent. I've got a philosophy of show up and win. Now we have the best. What Euphoria has done, spent a lot of money to get the best trainer. You get a good trainer, you can see a phenomenal company, because the team that's trained the most gets paid the most. So make sure that you tap into also the Eric Rory trainings. This guy is a legend in the industry. I've known him. He was one of my first mentors 18 years ago. And really, he is one of the, if not the best trainer in this entire industry. So we have him for Euphoria. He is actually representing his communication for us. Now, he's not building a business here, but he is our master trainer, so we can learn more about how to build an effective network marketing business. So in your back office, go check those out. Make sure you start listening to those and going through all those trainings over time. Our slide here, we're going to be talking about our next event. Now, we want to go from event to event. That's how you build a business, right? I think we have one more slide here, Micah.
Yep.
And next week, we're going to be talking about onboarding. Now, onboarding means that somebody just brand new to the business, and I don't care if they're a millionaire and they've seen, tremendous success in other ventures or business models. Guys, this is different. So as long as they're coachable and willing to learn, we want to make sure that we open up the doors of possibilities for them, and through this simplistic onboarding process. Now, if you're already an expert and you know how to onboard people, awesome. But again, it's about making sure that you create that system for the average person to be able to impact people when they first get started. And it doesn't have to be all weighted on the individual, right? So if a new guy gets a new guy, guess what? We're going to show you how to utilize this system very easily and effectively. That being said, I'm going to have Micah